All right, all right, all right. How's it going, everybody? Salutations, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Decrepit, the hooded lord in the the hooded lord, the hooded lad in the corner of the cantina, and we are back. We are live once again on a late night on the Decrepit channel. Really good to see everybody. Hope everybody's been doing well. How's it going, guys? I am feeling great again. I was down and I was down for the count for about like a week or so. The sickness got me. I don't know if it was like a flu, or I don't want to say a flu because I really didn't have like stomach things going on. I wasn't puking. I wasn't feeling sick in that regard, but I was really sick, man. I had like the aches, the chills, the sniffles, and the congestion and all that jazz. And on top of to top it all off, I also have asthma when I get sick, so it just kind of hits me a little bit harder in the chest when I breathe. But regardless of that, we are here and we are back and we are live, and it's so good to be back, man. I really missed you guys. Real quick, we had some folks losing their minds in the chat. It is Return of the Mac. I couldn't help but play it tonight. John Gets Gaming is in the building. Hello, Mr. Crepit. What's up, John? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. We got Oddball in the building. What's up, Oddball? Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure, man. Right on. Good to see you. We got SWA in the building too. He said he's playing Jedi Outcast, Jedi difficulty on the Nar Shaddaa streets. Dude, I hate those missions. I hate the Nar Shaddaa missions. I don't know why. I don't know why they're the bane of my playthrough when I go on that game. But good to hear, man. Always good to see you, SWA. Glad that you're here, man. Good to see you. Oddball said, like Dennis Shills says, let's go. Well, yeah, man. Dennis Shills, Dennis 500 shekels. Yeah, we always know what Joshy Boy's up to. No good. That's what. Good to see you back, dude. Good to see you too, man. Thank you for being in here. We got Stig Kenobi in the building as well. He said, hi there. Hope you are well. I'm doing a lot better now, mate. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I feel I'm about like I want to say like 95, 90, 95%. You know what I'm saying? So oh, excuse me, I had to burp. I had just had dinner. Don't want to burp in the mic like other people we know. Stig also said, Normies on Twitter yet again bringing up that dumb Han Solo versus Otter picture. One clown claiming he loved the cover and book, even though it was a magazine cover. That is true. It was a magazine cover. For good eye, sir. SWA said, one of the Rhodians disintegrated me. Oh, no. Get your get back. Got to get your get back, SWA. Don't make us look bad out here. Stig said, Jedi Outcast is a masterpiece. Fun fact, that is where Lucas got the idea for Force Choke lift that he used in episode 3. Interesting. I did not know that. What's the what's the word? The source for saying that Luke or Lucas got the idea from that. I need to know that. I need to know something like that. But man, it is awesome to see all of you guys in here, man. Like I said, I was down for the count and now I'm feeling great. I want to say like I'm back like 90, 95%. Like I said, you know, I still have like a little bit of in the back of the throat, but no matter. I had to get back on live. I was missing it too much, and I'm just full of energy tonight. I'm trying to do a little bit better for my health this year, guys. I'm gonna try to take better care of myself. So I'm gonna take it a little bit easier on the smoking, a little bit easier on the drinking. You know, I am after all past age 30, so got to be mindful of stuff like that. But we're gonna try to have some energy now for you guys going into 2026. I know this is this is my second stream for the year, so we're going to go ahead and try to do you guys right when we're doing these. A lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff that everybody's been kind of hyped up. A lot of discussions being had. One of the bigger things, I don't know if it's a bigger thing to some of you guys, of course, because you've already been seeing a lot of your favorite YouTubers talk about it here and there. But I haven't talked about it yet. We're not going to talk about that. The fact that I'm not your favorite YouTuber, but we'll get there. You know, Filoni is going to be spearheading Lucasfilm, and you know. I think we all knew. I think we all knew when people are sitting there and riding the grift for that one. We already know what it is, man. Filoni's been running the ship for a long time now, several years, probably more than several. It's been Filoni at the helm of as far as like the creative decisions go for Star Wars under the Disney banner, under Lucasfilm, under Disney. So that's nothing new, man. Nothing new to me for over here on this side, especially in the community that I follow and that I'm a part of. We already know what's the deal is for that, man. So you have a lot of these people out here kind of saying like, oh, now Star Wars is going to be saved. And that couldn't be further from the case, further from the truth. I think that we all know the case, and the fact of the matter is that Star Wars is indeed dead in the water. Not regular Star Wars, not the expanded universe Star Wars. That is going to be alive and well in all of our hearts and our minds. But Disney Star Wars, uh, being that is that right there is going to be in the shitter for sure. Real quick, hold on. Let me check my phone. My phone screen locked. I had something I was looking at real quick. Sorry about that. I had a whole lot of air I had to get out. I was sitting there like hyped up from the song, man. I was sitting there dancing in my chair. A lot of energy, a lot of energy tonight. SWA said there's still people that cope for baloney, fucking retarded. Yeah, I know, man. It really is. It really is funny. I've been seeing a lot of guys posting on X, Stig included. I think I saw Stig posting some stuff or responding to some folks. But speaking of Stig, he said Filoni's pretty much been in charge anyway. Exactly, man. Exactly. Filoni's been running the ship. Nothing new there. He was the retard who came up with how Luke was treated in the sequel trilogy. Lucasfilm released an excerpt from the planning meeting. I wouldn't be shocked, man. I wouldn't be shocked about that. One of the most iconic things that I refer to when I think about Filoni and his kind of like mindset where he's at with everything that he creates, it has to be when he's at that podium and he's talking about like people griping about Rey Skywalker and like women in Star Wars and the way just like his attitude and his energy when it comes to him talking about all everything that it has to do with like the way that fans perceive the franchise and the way the direction of the franchise and it's been and he's like well we release projects with men and no one bats an eye, no one's gonna say anything, but you release two projects in a row with women and then everyone starts losing their minds, and so we're gonna drop another project with another woman and then maybe another one after that and then another one after that. So you already know where he's at with it. This guy is a full blown femme queer boy, feminist activist, and he's at the helm of this. That's why we've been seeing nothing but Sabine, Ahsoka, and the Acolyte. He was co-signing that shit too. So no one should be acting brand new to this. If you're acting brand new to this news, then you sound like a fucking Star Wars normie. You sound like a tourist, and you must be new here. So that's all I gotta say in that regard, honestly. We can look at a few things, of course, like online things and some posts and some news articles. But I definitely think that no one's going to be surprised and shocked of the direction that it's going to be going, which is the same direction that it's been going in for the past 10 years now that they've been releasing content for sure. There's still people that cope for blow. Okay, I already read that. My bad, SWA. Stig said, "Geeks and gamers, the anti-woke." You know what, dude? Real quick, Stig. I'm not bagging on you, but when they say like woke or like anti-woke shit, I'm really tired of hearing the word woke being thrown around, and it's kind of like lost its meaning. Like uh, kind of like how when a bunch of like crybabies call people bigots and retards and racists or retarded racists and shit. Like calling somebody a racist doesn't even have the like a meaning to it anymore. Calling someone a bigot has no weight to it anymore. It's kind of played out. A lot of these young kids, they just throw around these words and they just want to use it for like the smallest amount of infractions. So it's really fucking annoying in my opinion. But anyway, sorry, didn't mean to tangent. You said the anti-woke YouTube channel did a video years ago about how Filoni was the right man to lead Lucasfilm. I remember that. Yeah, I remember them really spearheading on that copium for sure. And then he said right after he did his feminist speech, so anti woke fakers. Yeah, dude. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Excuse me. Ugh. Oh, I haven't been jabbing the jaw in a long time, so I got to catch my breath. Hashtag Jeremy is gay. Yeah, and he'll lean into it. If you call him gay, you call him a fig, he's gonna lean into that shit. He doesn't really care. But yeah, going back to what Stick said, like of course, there's a lot of channels out there, especially somebody that rhymes with Par Wars Peary. Uh, Star Wars Theory. Star Wars Theory was definitely peddling that copium that like, oh, like we have to just put faith in Filoni. Dave's George apprentice, his apprentice, he knows the way. He's like, he would say that dumb shit from Mandalorian, like this is the way when it comes to talking about Dave Filoni's vision and the way he leans for Star Wars content, which is completely out of the question, out of pocket, retarded shit to even lean into. Stig said, sent you a screenshot from that book that shows Filoni wrecking Luke decrepit. Okay, bro. You sent it on X. I'll have to check it out. You can use it on your channel. Okay, thanks, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. John Gets Gaming. What's up, John? I know I said what's up to you already. What's up? Hardly anyone even uses it anymore. Yeah, yeah. Oh yes, woke has lots of meaning for sure. Yeah, exactly. I used anti-woke for them as sarcasm. Yeah, no, not a dig at you, man. Not a dig at you at all. I was just saying, like, people like throw around these fucking words, and oh, did we freeze? Okay, my bad. On my screen, it wasn't showing me being active with like my avatar talking, so I thought I froze or something. But yeah, anyway, I think that throwing around these words like calling somebody or calling like people on the left like woke is kind of played out. The same for that it goes like calling people on like the right a bunch of like racists and bigots. Like that's lost its meaning as well. A lot of people are just throwing around words on the internet, man, and no one cares or knows what they mean anymore. It's honestly kind of annoying, especially listening to like these younger generations throw around these words and crap for sure. Double A Yas Yas said, "Hail chat, what's up? Chat, what's up? Double A Yas Yas, what's up? Double A, good to see you, man. Good to see you." Star Wars Theory praised episode 9 too. I think he cried from that one. Dude, so I don't know if he deleted the video where he did the review on it, because I know for a fact that he said there's clips. People have them on their channel, of course, where they have clips of Theory saying, I liked it. I actually enjoyed it. I actually liked it. I definitely want to tell you right now that it is out there and it is clipped and it is signified that Theory for sure 100% said verbatim that he liked The Rise of Skywalker. He definitely loved Force Awakens. I know when he watched it, he loved that movie. He loved that shit. So, and then his argument was gonna, if you try to check him on all that shit, he'd be like, "Oh, like what? Can't somebody change their mind?" Yeah, you could change your mind, dude. But the way that you were leaning into it, you loved it so much that you completely forgot about the stuff that is what you deem legends. I call the expanded universe, and he doesn't give a fuck about none of that because he doesn't deem it as like the true continuation canon for Star Wars. So it's really fucking annoying to hear something like that, especially from the biggest Star Wars channel on the platform, quote unquote biggest Star Wars channel. Double A said Chef Coach from Echo Base Network is now embracing the AI slop. Oh my god, dude, that's perfect. Perfect segue. Loving how the fake fans using AI for the Disney Star Wars algorithm, and Chef is now loving it and hopes Disney is watching them. Dude, exactly. Fucking Echo Base Network, they were getting put on blast. I was watching Bane of the Shills on Rumble. Shout out to Bane of the Shills. If you guys are, I'm pretty sure everybody here knows about Bane of the Shills, but if you're watching this on the replay, Bane of the Shills is one of the most proprietary accounts on Rumble, formerly on YouTube as Star Wars Marvel Purist, and he is a member, one of the High Council members from the Gatekeepers Alliance, and he definitely has a whole bunch of receipts on that stuff. Please go check him out. Go give him a follow on Rumble and tell him Decrepit sent you. But yeah, Echo Base Network and Star Wars Theory. I don't want to say Echo Base Networks is on the par of like size when it comes to Theory on like the platforms for like proprietarizing or prioritizing like Star Wars content, but they definitely are two of the bigger. Echo Base Network is up there as like big ones. I don't like watching Echo Base Network personally, dude. I don't have anything personally against these older guys, but they come off like a bunch of fucking boomers, and they come off like a bunch of old ass men with their takes, especially the head guy Coach when he's talking about Star Wars as a whole. He's an original trilogy stan. He does not like the prequels. He doesn't want to recognize the prequels as like continuation of his precious original trilogy. I love the original trilogy too. I'm pretty sure everybody here in the chat loves the original trilogy, but I'm telling you right now, SWA, real quick, I just saw that you asked if you can drop the link to the Rumble. Of course you can. You're the mod. You can drop the link, brother. Go for it. But anyway, like I was saying, like those guys really prioritize like shitting on the prequel trilogy, and it gets really fucking under my skin, dude, especially for the fact that the prequel trilogy is George Lucas's vision. It is the true sequel to the original trilogy content, and it is the definitive 1 through 6. You can't recognize the first 3 if you don't recognize the last 3. You can, but in my opinion, it all works as a whole because, like George says, it's all one story. It's all one fucking movie. I don't want to hear no bashing of the prequels over on this side. If you start that shit, I'm gonna call you out and I'm gonna call you a fucking tourist, straight out, straight like that. But yeah, I can't get over that shit. But these guys are sitting there and they're praising fucking Disney AI bull stuff or bull crap. I'm sorry right now, guys. I'm on a tangent right now. You guys have to reel me in sometimes. But yeah, they're sitting there and channels like Hit Them and Theory, especially this guy Theory, he sits on his fucking secondary channel. He'll do it on his main channel too, but he'll go up on over on Theory's Arcade and he's sitting there watching fucking Disney AI trash like he was sitting there watching the Darth Maul Clone Wars one. It's all from that dude, that Skywalker Stories or whatever that account is. I don't have a problem with that guy, but he's out there making these AI slop videos of like Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff from the books and this and that. And you know what? In my opinion, I can't co-sign that, man. I really can't. I don't want to watch that stuff. I really just want to watch the original story, how it was given to us by George, and watch the original cartoon of the Clone Wars from 2003, the Tartakovsky clone series. But definitely, I definitely can't co-sign that AI trash bullshit. But thank you for saying that, WA. You reminded me of that for sure. Sorry I had your comment up so long. Stig said, I just use retard, but I only use it when I can back it up. Yeah, I call a lot of people retarded, and I am retarded myself, so we can take that how we can. SWA said, Rip Darth Paws. I don't know what happened to that guy, man. I don't know what happened to that guy. Yeah, what happened to Darth Paws? He went missing somewhere, and I don't know why. You feeling better? I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for asking, Double A. I was sick for about like a week, dude. Like about like 7, 8 days. I felt like shit. And then the day before yesterday, I started feeling fine. And today I finally feel like a little bit normal, like my regular self. So I'm back to being bad, and it is return of the Mac time. Theory episode 9, beautiful. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's out there. There's proof of him going out there and saying that shit. Wedgens. Oh, dude. You know, in 2025, I have the Donald Trump like pinch hands in front of me. In 2025, I hope that we can move along and not use the word legends or hear these tourists. What do they call themselves? Star Wars Theory, Echo Base. I hope that they don't use the word legends. I'm getting sick of it. It's called expanded universe for a reason. I have a horrible Trump impression. That's why we're gonna get John to do it for us one day. I know you hear that, John. You're gonna do it for us one day. But yeah, I don't want to hear. Or oh my god, and I said 2025 is 2026. We're all over the place, guys. Come on, reel me in, chat. You guys are supposed to reel me in. Echo Based Network album just dropped. Bounce. Yeah. SWA. I don't know if you got the link to the album for that was put out by Tim from United Spacers Alliance. But if you could drop that in the chat as well, that is a pretty fun album to go listen to. Go check that out. He's really shitting on a whole lot of these guys that we've been discussing right now. Stig said, I thought Rey was going to be revealed to be Alana or something, having been kidnapped after Crucible. Luke does leave at the end of that book. I haven't, so I'll be up front. I don't want to portray like I've read something if I haven't, but so I haven't read that particular book. So I'll just be honest with you. Like years after Crucible, of course. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I haven't read that one yet, but I'll take your word for it for sure. I'll definitely take your word for it. We have a lot of historians and a lot of purists and a lot of gatekeepers in the chat, so I trust a lot of your guys' word when you tell me something. By the way, I'm blocked from the channel EBN. I don't see my comment from another phone or PC. Dude, so I realized that this morning when I went on Star Wars Theory's channel. I'm not subbed to him, but I go to check his channel to see the crap that he's putting out, and I tried to drop a comment on one of his posts where he's like previewing a Luke Skywalker story that he's going to be putting out. I think he's going to be putting out an AI video. So isn't that ironic? He's been digesting and downloading the AI slop, and now he's going to contribute to it. But he put it's this picture of Luke like in the black cloak and whatever. I think it's like some lava or some fire behind him, and the comment section on that picture is just riddled with people crying about his Vader 2 episode 2 not coming out. And he's been talking about this shit for what is it now? Like fucking 5 years? Is it four? Is it 3 to 5 years that he's been peddling for this Vader 2 to come out? And there's some people in his comment section as well that were responding to some of the guys that were complaining, saying like, "Oh, like he got contacted as cease and desist by Disney. That's why he's not putting it out." I'm like, dude, how are you speaking for this guy? Are you white knighting and you're going to protect this guy and you're going to say that he's not putting this out because he got a cease and desist by Disney? Do you know where's your sources? Like, give us your source on where that you got that information, because unless you can like put that source out there, don't say it. And if that source isn't true, and if that's not the case, then this guy is stringing along these people for money by slinging the China sabers for sure. So, excuse me. I definitely don't think that Vader 2 is going to be coming out soon. But anyway, going back to what you said right here, Double A, I believe that Theory blocked me from his channel, or he like muted me or something, because I went on one of my alternate accounts on my computer and my phone, and I didn't see the comment that I left on that post, absolutely like torching him, and I didn't see the comment anywhere on the fucking post. So I don't know what happened to it, but I definitely think that I am actually excuse me, I think I definitely am like muted, or I'm like shadow banned or some whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know all these like technical terms and these new words that people use on the internet, so you're gonna have to excuse me, guys. I'm an old man sometimes. I dislike Coach on a personal level. I'm really get annoyed when I hear him talk about stuff, dude. He just sounds like a dumbass. He just sounds like a dumbass old guy sometimes. And I don't want to talk about somebody that I don't know personally like that, or I haven't spoken to like that. I don't want to talk and like just talk shit on here about somebody like that. But he just doesn't come off like very highly intelligent sometimes to me. I'm sorry. Sorry. That's just how it comes off, dude. I call him a boomer often. I was in his chat too on several live streams, and then he turned his live streams to like members only or something after he posts them the next day. And I'm not buying a membership to his channel, so but I was in the live stream once and I was sitting there calling his ass out, and then his mod fucking muted me, and then his mod kicked me out, and then I went on an alternate account, and then the mod kicked me on that one too. So he definitely doesn't like any criticism being thrown in his face, but he had no problem being criticized by Darth Paws, and then ganging up on his live stream with him and two of other of his buddies, and then that kid fucking torched those guys. It was great to watch. If you guys never watched that live stream, I hope somebody has that on recording somewhere, because you can't access that anymore because Paz's channel got taken down, or he deleted it. I don't know what happened in that regard, but for sure. One of the Echo based people actually has a damn nice Kenner figure collection. I believe it, dude. Like what the guy Nick, he seems like okay. Like I don't know if he's a Mandalorian guy or if he likes the Disney stuff too, but definitely I definitely don't have like the same animosity towards that guy that I do for fucking Chef. Uh but he loves Baby Dumbo for an original trilogy guy. Yeah, the math ain't math in double A. These are all great questions I want answered. Follow me into the shills on Rumble. Man, I gotta catch up on chat. Sorry guys. I've been like rambling. My bad. Let me scroll down. Imagine prequel hating in 2026. Hey man, I can imagine it, or I couldn't imagine it until I saw it. Shits on the prequels, yet praises TCW that takes place in the same period. No logic. Yep, for sure. Original trilogy with those old movies. I only honored the sequels and the Solo and Rogue One movies. Fake fan. Fake fan. Good joke, John. Hold on. Let me get a guzzle. Let me get a sip of water. All right, there we go. I thought 1 to 2 were a bit mid. I still kind of do, but the EU around them makes them way better. Oh, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. I hear that. I definitely like Phantom Menace more than Attack of the Clones. I like Attack of the Clones. I like things in Attack of the Clones. as far like regards to the story. But I will agree with you. The things in the expanded universe stuff, especially like the Bounty Hunter video game, when it comes to the character of Jango Fett, that really adds a lot to it. And there's also the Jango Fett Open Seasons Dark Horse comic book. That's a really good companion piece to throw with the character as well. I just love Jango Fett, dude. He's one of the best characters ever produced in Star Wars, in my opinion. Excuse me. Rebels craps on the Lucas movies way more than the sequel trilogy ever did, actually. Oh, in regards to like what Filoni put out there. So, I didn't watch all of Rebels. I watched all of the Clone Wars by Filoni, but I didn't watch all of Rebels. I watched, I want to say, the first season, and then I watched like the last one or two seasons because everyone was saying that the last seasons of it were better, and I was like, yeah, but it's fake lore, it's fake canon. So I definitely only heard about it more than I actually saw it with my own eyes. George Lucas said those Star Wars AI slop fanfics are terrible. Yeah, man, and they're getting praised by the top channels in the so-called hashtag community. Double A said apparently it's too difficult to fucking read an EU comic book or EU book for these dumbos fucking idiots. Yeah, they just don't have any time. They don't have any time, and it's too hard. It's 19 books. Oh man. Someone contacted Parz's parents, I think, and rattled on his behavior. I think it might have been one of the shield channels. I wouldn't put that past him, man. I really wouldn't put that past him. Will Darth Parz return? The dude's channel was popping off. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe the kid will come back, or maybe maybe he just got tired of it, or maybe it got too hot for him and he couldn't stay in the kitchen. Maybe he'll come back when he's a little bit older. Who knows? But we will be here when he does. John does great impressions. Yeah, he does. He does. Isn't Darth Paz like 17 or 18? It's been like 2 years. No, he's an adult or young adult. I have no idea, my friend. I have no idea. And then SWA put the link. SWA, how come the links for you aren't blue for people to click on them? Oh, they're okay. My bad. I just looked on my phone. They're blue on the phone, so everyone else can see it like how it should be, except for me because I'm looking at them like this, like a dumbass. All right. Make Crucible your final book to read in that time period is standalone passing the torch book. Okay, bro. Okay, thank you, Stig. John said Trump, the shills, they're very stupid. They're not smart people. They call it legends, but quite frankly, that is not so good. Thank you, John. Hashtag it's not gonna happen. Exactly, double A. White knighting and simping for another man is a bit feminine. Yeah, that it is, dude. That it is. I don't understand. The whole lot of white knighting happens, especially in like Star Wars theories comment sections. Like I go to his videos, his posts, and the stuff that he puts up on Instagram, and anytime anyone wants to criticize theory, whether it be for his saber prices, his lore videos not popping off and coming out like like he planned, or the AI stuff, and people are complaining about him like enjoying the AI stuff and putting the AI stuff too much on a pedestal. There's fans that are coming and attacking those people instead of Theory himself actually defending or answering or responding to those said criticisms. Like you have fans of his that go, like you got to hand it to the guy. He's really like conditioned and got these people to really think that he like cares and loves them so much that they go out of their own way in the time out of their day to go and like protect him and be like, how dare you talk about him like this, and how dare you insinuate his character. Oh, it's so fucking annoying, and it's really cringe too, dude. Double A said bunch of pussies can't take a comment like an adult. No, they can't. They really can't. Right, and he's a teacher, a middle school teacher. Oh, chef or coach. Whatever, same shit, tomato, right? Nick is a fence rider. That's what I've heard. That's what I heard. He definitely doesn't have like a solid position when he stands on to stand on. The open seasons got ripped off by Filoni for the Mandalorian. That it did. That it did. He got Mando's backstory from that one, copy and paste. Yeah, exactly. So for those that have never read Open Seasons from Dark Horse, when Star Wars was being printed by Dark Horse Comics, the some of the expanded universe comics, the basically Jaster Muriel, the Mandalorian who found Django, basically took him under his wing, brought him into the Fett clan, and schooled him, trained him, and guided him, and basically brought him up into the ranks of the Mandalorians. And Django's family was killed by the Death Watch, mind you, the like rogue sect of the Mandalorian clans. And Filoni also fumbled and fucked up the Death Watch lore as well in the Clone Wars cartoon series. If you guys don't know about that, but definitely it's a great comic to read, dude. You guys should really go check it out. If you played the video game, that character Montross that Django goes up against, like that other bounty hunter that's also a Mandalorian, Montross is in the comic book too. And then you get also some tidbits and little pieces of lore regarding to like Emperor Palpatine and his plan with the clones and Count Dooku. And you also get to check out like the preview or the first appearance of Kamari Vosa is in that comic book as well. Kamari Vosa being one of Dooku's former apprentices. And she's also the leader of the Bando Gora drug trade. I want to say that isn't it Kamari Vosa's sabers that he gifts to Asajj? Somebody could probably correct me on that, but I believe that Dooku gifted Kamari Vosa's sabers to Asajj Ventress. Dave Fraudloni is the failed apprentice. I don't even know if he was an apprentice like that in general to begin with. I think he was just put in front of George as like, here you go. This guy likes Star Wars, George. Like, work with this guy. So the world may never know. Stig said the first few episodes and locations and Rebels are copy and pasted in from the X-Wing comics. Took pics of it. Oh, really? Are they really? I have to look into that, dude. If you have the pictures, DM me that too, Stig. If it's not too much trouble. If not, no worries, bro. Brandon the Awesome is also younger. Inspires me to have younger fans so passionate. Brandon's cool, man. Brandon's cool. Brandon's a cool kid. Cool cat. I was trying to actually get on Brandon's show. He invited me on Friday, but I told him I wasn't quite feeling up for it because I was still a little bit more under the weather than I would have liked to. But yeah, Brandon's going to. He invited me on, and he's going to have me on the show at one point in the future soon for sure. SWA said I was muted when I said to send Melvin the link. The next stream I was still able to chat. Yeah, not me. I'm not. I send chats. I'm not able to super chat on his streams either. He banned me from super chatting. I think it's because I was in like the fury when we were all sending Den of Shills his fucking super chats and trying to like draw him out and get him into open combat with Melvin. Then I was part of the culling that happened in that one. Stig said he didn't get them to think that way. The problem is tribalism. People don't think, they follow so they can be part of the crowd. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a problem in this day and age. A lot of people want to be part of something, but they don't look and check the facts and the background of a lot of the things that they are trying to be attributed and standing next to. John said he uses his kid as a shield, which I don't like. Chef and Hello Greedo are similar like that. Yeah. I'm not a fan of people hiding behind that kind of protection. Joshy boy, I'm sorry, man. Also, what the fuck? Oh, dude, that clip is so fucking good. Melvin has that clip, right? I want to say he did, or I want to say he does. Stig said he stole the Cantina showdown in Mando from a Boba Fett comic. Even has a lady in it that looks identical to Fennec Shan. Oh no! Only thing he added was Baby Yoda to the scene. Okay, yeah, I believe it. Filoni stole a lot of crap, dude, for sure. God damn, I've already coughed way too many times than I would have liked to. It's because I'm talking so much. SWA said, I think Melvin already has a clip, but I have a small clip on my channel when Melvin went on Theory stream as Joshy Boy. Okay, very good. SWA, you got a channel, bro? You got a channel, bro? Link your channel. God damn. Sorry about that, guys. Stig said, yep, the military base in X-Wing is identical to the one on Lothal, including its surroundings. Ezra introduction is identical to Wedge's backstory. Yeah, I definitely would have believed the fact that Filoni has stolen quite a bit of things. Like he took Thrawn and put a Thrawn up against someone like Ahsoka, because he definitely wants to take the bits and pieces of things that he thinks is going to gravitate people towards his creation. Wants to take stuff from George, but doesn't want to actually do what George's vision was intended. So very annoying indeed. Melvin has that clip. Yes, he does. John said it's always, oh, my kid totally loved it. Sip of water real quick. Oh, my kid totally loved it. So you can't say it was bad because my kid speaks for all kids and I didn't influence them at all. Like it always seems disingenuous. It is, dude. It's very disingenuous indeed. I use Rumble now. The clip is on my other channel. Okay, bro. Okay. Got you. SWA has some awesome CWDC show edits. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. SWA is always asking me about the DC stuff, so I definitely I'm definitely down to go check that out. Oi, oi, good day, mates. What's up, Narrow Dark? Good to see you, brother. Narrow Dark, I saw your video that you posted this morning, my time, of your copium with with what's his name, George R. Martin. Really funny video, bro. Really funny video. I loved it. It was a nice laugh. Stig said, "Yep, he makes sure to associate his characters with popular original trilogy, prequel trilogy, expanded universe characters to fabricate their importance." Yep, we all know it. We all know it, and we all see it. He can't pull the wool over our eyes, but he can pull over the wool of like a lot of tourists and normal people, bunch of Star Wars normies, including Star Wars Theory. Double A said, if I were to tell the shills or the fence riders have they heard of the Paradise of Snare, they wouldn't know what that is. Read, bitch. Yep, it's a shame, dude. Really, it is, because I don't know how we got into this place where we have this like sect of the fandom that when the sequel trilogy was coming out, they clamored and they gripped onto Force Awakens, thinking like, oh, this is a step in the right direction. This is actually going to help us. This is going to bring Star Wars back to its original glory. And, for a lot of us, I could assume a lot of us, pretty much everybody in the chat, as well as myself, we all knew what it was when we saw Kylo Ren be revealed and Rey, and then Finn and these characters that we've never heard of. We're like, okay, so we're not getting original expanded universe stories. We're not going to get the actual full-on original sequel idea that happened. We're not getting Heir to the Empire. We're not getting anything close to the Truce of Bakura. I didn't expect to get like something as close to the Return of the Jedi ending, especially when we're getting the original cast members back in their old glory days. I didn't think that we were going to get it that close to the original Return of the Jedi timeline, but I thought we were going to get something along the lines of like, okay, we got a girl and a boy. Maybe they're going to be revealed to be Jaina and Jason, like in that, and somewhere in that ballpark. I thought it was going to be like that, but unfortunately, when we watched the movie, that was not the case. I will say this, dude. Like when I watched Force Awakens, I hated the movie, but I liked a little bit of Poe Dameron's kind of energy. Excuse me. I liked the energy that Poe Dameron had, kind of, but I was like, it's misplaced and it's not the proper character. It's not the Star Wars or the character that I know that they're trying to probably rip from, because he felt kind of like it felt kind of like a mix of like Wedge as well as like old school like Wedge, Han Solo-ish kind of feel to him, you know what I mean? It definitely wasn't an original take. It was kind of picked and prodded from different characters that we know and love. So I definitely wasn't holding my breath after I saw that movie. I was like, for sure, we are not going to see anything as far as like original expanded universe stories be brought to the big screen. Nor do I want them to ever try to dabble or take from it. But we know they're going to. We know Filoni's going to definitely steal and take something for this new Ahsoka season that he's putting out. SWA linked his channel. Guys, go check out SWA's channel, please. SWA, friend of my channel and a mod, one of the best mods ever. Stig said, I thought Disney was going to continue where the EU left off. They were doing great with the MCU at the time, so I was dumb enough to fall for it for a short while. Yeah, like, there was a lot of thoughts, dude. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. There was definitely a lot of thoughts when I saw Snoke. I thought it was going to be like, okay, like that's Palpatine. That's where I went with it. I was like, okay, this is going to be like Palpatine, but he's like in hiding, or that's just like a body of his, or something like that. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that's where they went with it. But in like the Episode 9 retcon of The Last Jedi, so I don't know. I thought I was trying to make some kind of like sense of it all. I thought that it was going to be like a lot of reveals were going to happen in The Last Jedi that we didn't get in The Force Awakens, that lined up everything to be in canon or in tandem with the original canon that is the EU. I thought it was going to line up like that, but that just wasn't the case. I mean, for God's sakes, dude, they made they made Han Solo a fucking deadbeat dad. Like, who does that shit? Who does that to Han Solo? Han Solo gets such a fucking amazing storyline and plot throughout the expanded universe in the novels after Return of the Jedi. It's disgusting. It's sickening to me what they did to him. God damn. I thought I was 95%, guys. Maybe I'm back down to like 89, 90%. Melvin on Theory stream is Joshy Boy. Okay, thank you for plugging that, SWA. Stig said Harrison Ford as Han Solo in terms of behavior and acting was not bad in an isolated way. He wasn't, but if we were gonna do like Han Solo coming back, I would have wanted a recasting. Like I'm sorry. I know that might like make some people upset. Some people might not agree with me. A lot of you guys, some of you guys in the chat might not agree, but I personally wanted a recasting if we were gonna go the route of like stuff happening right after Return of the Jedi. I honestly like I want young, vibrant actors, and if they can channel the essence and like the suave and the swagger and the charisma that was the original cast, then go for it, because I'm not going to do the fucking deep fake AI facial like reconstruction shit. I'm not going to do the old folks trying to act like young people again. Like I just can't do that. So I definitely think we just needed a full on recasting. Oh, God damn. It's like a tickle in the throat, dude. Pause. Double A said, I literally thought Snoke was the deformed version of Plagueis. Disney fooled me into believing that, and it was going to be different. I was naive enough to, but no more. I reject Disney Star Wars completely. And as you should, my friend, as you should. I know Theory was really throwing a lot of those fucking copium theories out there for the Last Jedi movie before it came out, saying like, oh, like what if Plagueis returns, and what if Snoke is actually Plagueis? What if Snoke is actually Palpatine? Like, how he was doing those kind of videos and stuff. He was really milking it too. But yeah, it's a good thing we all reject the Disney Star Wars stuff. Remember when Ryan Johnson came out and he said your Snoke theory sucks? And then what he did with it was completely undermining and just totally fell flat versus what anyone else was coming up with. Excuse me. Joshy boy. She gone. SWA said I'll re-upload some of them on Rumble. All right, brother. Sounds good. Thank you. SW. Okay. Stig said I was just used to everything being connected, so I simply assumed Disney would continue that. It looked like they would in the KK plus Lucas meeting. You know, dude, a lot of things look like they were going to happen in the hindsight of things, didn't they? Ah, God damn. I should have probably took like a cough drop or some fucking Dayquil before I started this. But Narrow Dark said if the OG characters come back, they need a full recast, no AI Luke Skinwalker. Well, you know, they should have done with that right off the jump, but God damn. If they end up doing that, dude, I'm not here for it. I'm over. I'm not gonna give Disney any time of day for anything they put out now. I'm still to this day hate now circus film and Disney never took the opportunity to reunite the original characters. Exactly, dude. Exactly. We never got Han, we never got Leia and Luke together again. They didn't give us Lando back until the end of the fucking Rise of Skywalker film, and we have Lando just sitting there waiting on a planet because just yeah, don't get me started. I really can't tonight. I really just wanted to reconnect with you guys, man. I don't intend on going for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just a heads up, all right? I just wanted to reconnect and rehash with you guys because I haven't streamed in a while. Make sure wanted you guys to know I'm not dead. But we can talk way more about this stuff for sure another night because I would totally hate the fact what they did to Lando is disgraceful. Stig said, "I thought Snoke might have been some botched Plagueis clone of sorts too." Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was out there, man, for sure. A lot of people thought that. Fuck Disney, fuck Hollywood. They'll continue to fail, and I'm here for it. As am I, SWA. As am I, my friend. The only reason why I want Disney Star Wars to continue, only to see them continuing fail and get fucked. They need the ales, and we need the laughter. It works out. Yeah, honestly, like that, like that's we're at this weird point. Like if you would have told me back in the day, like in the fandom, like days in the height of the fandom days, like after Revenge of the Sith came out, and like the prequel high was still in the air. Like what was that 2005 when Episode 3 came out? And if you would have told me in like 2006, 2007 that like in the future Disney's going to buy it, they're going to put out movies and everyone's going to hate everything that they put out. I wouldn't have believed you. I really wouldn't have saw it coming. I would have been like, "You're crazy, dude. You're crazy." But no, this is the timeline that we live in, and we have to deal with it. And now the way that we call cope with it is just to make fun of everything that they put out and trash it and just spit on it and kick it and call it disgusting and ugly because it can never be what George did. They'll never be George Lucas. No one will ever be him. Fuck my life. Ugh. I'll probably go like another 10 minutes because now this cough is starting to fucking really come back nasty. I didn't even realize I've been going for like almost an hour. That's wild. Stig said, funny how most of the I will never watch an RJ movie again. Virtue Signalers were the first in line to watch Knives Out for my channel. Yeah. Excuse me. So sorry, guys. Uh, Ryan Johnson, I know that there's a lot of people out there that got ruined by him after The Last Jedi, and they refused to watch Knives Out. Even though I've heard, regardless of what he did, what he fucked up in Star Wars, I've heard that the Knives Out movie is somewhat of like a decent watch. So I can't say exactly if that's the case, but I've never seen it myself. But for sure, I think that I think that like the soiling of Ryan Johnson on Hollywood has definitely made its effect around people, and people think twice about it when it comes to that guy's name for sure. Stig said Snoke is still nothing special, not mentioning the Disney shows or anything. It takes them over 10 years to flesh him out. That is pathetic. Yeah, yeah. No one really gave a fuck about Snoke, dude. Narrow Dark read the Legacy of Vader comics, so we didn't have to. And did they mention Snoke at all in those Narrow Dark? Let me know. Like, what did they say about Snoke and that Legacy of Vader bullshit Kylo Ren comic, dude? For those who care, here's my Rumble. Make sure to follow the Gatekeeper Alliance on Rumble. Also, thank you, SWA. Guys, go check that out. Tell them Decrepit sent you. Stig Kenobi said, you should be an Undertaker, Decrepit, because you can't stop coughing. Aha! 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 I'm slapping my knee if you can't hear it. Like, yeah, there you go. There's a knee slap for you. You should be a comedian, my friend. Double A said, Disney will never sell the IP. They'll mix it until it's powder, and the horse's skeleton is nothing but ashes if it's not already. Right on. Right on. Had that dry cough in Arizona, thinking might be allergies. The Knives Out trilogy sucks, by the way. Nah, dude, I think there's this virus going around in like the West Coast right now. Like both of my parents got sick. Two of my siblings, when they came to visit us, they got sick with this. My other sibling that lives down the street from me got sick. Her kids got sick, and then my aunt and uncle and my cousins got sick with the same shit, and I was the one that didn't have anything. I kept knocking on wood and keeping my distance from everybody, and I'm like, don't get me fucking sick, dude. I have to fucking work. And then last Monday is when I was like, oh, I don't feel so good. And my boss, he was like, oh, you sound like you're getting sick. And I was like, yep. I was like, I think I might need to take some time off, and I took a whole week off. So I feel a lot better now, but as you guys can hear from the fucking now you guys can hear from this fucking random ass dry cough that keeps hitting me a little bit. It's clearly lingering just slightly, but I do feel better. I do feel better. More better for feta. Knives Out is Narrow Dark said Knives Out is pretty decent. The sequels to it aren't that good though, in my opinion. Okay. And I also know he did that other fucking movie. What was it, dude? What was it? Looper. He did that one movie called Looper. I watched that one. That one's got Bruce Willis and what is it? Gordon Joseph Lewitt. I don't fucking know what that guy's name is. I'm really bad with actors' names, but those guys were in that movie. I watched that movie Looper, and I didn't think that movie was the worst thing I ever saw. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that great either. So I don't know. Maybe the guy just never really didn't have what it takes. Like he doesn't have what it takes to be cut out in the Hollywood business and be like an amazing filmer or film director. Feel better, Decrepit. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, SWA. Yeah, like I said, I had to stream tonight for like a little bit just so you guys know I'm not fucking dead out here. I don't want to laugh too hard because that kind of triggers the fucking cough frenzy. Narrow Dark said Snoke's origin isn't really mentioned at all. Okay, thank God. Thank Christ. Like I'm not going to read it, but that's why you checked it out so I don't have to. Thank you for your sacrifice, Narrow Dark. Deblay said, I hear the slap on the knee. You're welcome. You're welcome. COVID 26. Shut the fuck up, John. Shut up. Ain't nobody talking about that COVID bullshit over here. You know what? For FYI, for you guys, I got sick with COVID like 4 times. Did not get vaccinated at all. I did not get the jab, and I made it through, and I'm kicking. I'm still here. So fuck a you, government. Stig said loads of people got sick here too, mostly the flu. I got corona. Oh, that sucks, bro. Well, I hope you pulled through just fine all the same. Some type of cold was going around. Yeah, dude, like I was saying, like I'm over here, like I said, in the West Coast. I was over here and like just a lot. Oh, my entire family pretty much got sick. So what's up, Decrepit? What's up, Fanatic Verse? Good to see you, dude. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, fuck. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but he cheats and just says, "Oh, don't ask questions about time travel in the time travel movie." Yeah, that sounds about right, dude. Honestly, I could see some shit like that happening. Maybe if someone else writes the scripts, he might be able to make a good movie. Same with Snyder. I'll agree with that. I'll agree that Zack Snyder should definitely have somebody else write it. He can film it. Let someone else write his movies. Fuck that shit. Narrow Dark said, I never got the China virus. And look who's here. We have our other down under brother. Look who's here. Captain Keeley. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Shout out to Captain Keeley. Narrow Dark and Keeley are in the room. Man, look at these guys. My lads are in here. Shout out to you guys, man. Good to see you. Keely, I just had to go live tonight for a little bit, man, just so everybody didn't think I was dead. We had some people putting flowers on my fucking comment sections and shit, like people saying "rip" in the Discord. You know, it was getting out of hand, getting out of pocket. I had to come out here. Excuse me. John said, "Narrow Dark, you can't call it that. Stop the Asian hate. Fuck." Keely's still waiting on the Force Unleashed. Thank you, Stick, or thank you, SWA. Thank you. Keely keeps thinking we've forgotten how we have not. And I'm gonna let you know right now, Keely, you're on notice, my friend. You know, the thing is, dude, I think the defense for Keely is that he knows he's gonna beat the game like so fast. He's so good at that game. I think he doesn't want to embarrass everybody else. He's gonna be like, oh, hold on, I can't even do I'm gonna laugh too much. I think like Keely's gonna he's gonna be like, I say I'm gonna play the Force Unleashed and I'm gonna beat it too fast for you blokes. Like I can't even do it right now. I can't. I'm gonna start laughing too much and then I'm gonna start coughing like crazy. But just know Keely's too good for us. He's way better than any game that can be playing at us, especially when Star Wars comes to Star Wars games. So I think he's too good. He doesn't want to embarrass us. He's not going to play it just yet. He's going to do it when we least expect it. All right. So, but shout out to Keely. Shout out to Keely for sure. John, my man. Yep. John's been here. Me and him been hanging out. Bloody hell. Bing chilling. Yeah. Pete Gamer. Yeah, he is, dude. He really is. Keely has a stream on his channel too where he was gaming. I forget what game he was playing, but I need to stream on the channel this year. This year, the gaming streams are gonna happen. I promise you guys. You guys can quote it, clip it, whatever you gotta do. But as you guys can hear if you just joined right now, I was saying that I felt right as rain, and I thought I was going to be 100% tonight for the stream, but clearly the goddamn cough is still lingering on me. So do not fret, do not worry. We're going to be 100% when next time you guys hear from me. Keely is a raw gamer, I tell you. He is. I play a whole bunch of shit. He does. Except the Force Unleashed. Oh no, I'm just kidding. Come on, Keely. Don't make your public wait. Gamer. I just do a whole gaming stream where I just talk like Keely. I play the Force Unleashed game and I just talk like Keely, and I'll be like, look at me, I'm playing the game. I'm close to beating Minecraft. Shut up, Fanatic. You can't beat that game. You can't. Minecraft is unbeatable. Whoa. That Duros guy in fake Battlefront 2. 2026 is going to be the Spider-Man and manga era on my channel. I saw that, bro. I saw that. You're going to be doing some manga stuff and anime stuff. Are you going to be doing Berserk? You're going to be doing some Berserk content? Sounds good to me. Sounds fun. Can't wait. I have a scratched ass copy of the Force Unleashed. For what console? 360, John? Or what? I'm looking at my copy right now. It's for the 360. I can pop it in my Xbox One X. I don't have an Xbox Series X. I got an Xbox One X console, like the highest tier Xbox One that you could get. I'm still poor like that. I don't have any of my fucking any of my hardware updated to like the latest gen. Let's use a little Force Lightning. Oh God, shut up, John. Oh, I'm gonna laugh too hard and I'm gonna start coughing like crazy. Shut up. Oh, that was funny. Have you watched One Piece Decrepit? No, I haven't. If you're talking about the live action, I know that the new live action trailer came out. I don't watch that stuff. So sorry. God damn. All right, good water. I have it on the PC, played it when I was on 360. So I forget who said, or is it the PlayStation 3 or is it PlayStation 3 or the Wii U or the Wii version of the game that's like totally different, or the better canon version? Somebody can tell me in the chat. I know one of you guys have played it. I know one of you did it, you dirty bastards. I have 2 planets. The second half of Duxon, Onderon left on the KOTOR 2 replay. Dude, I know I said it earlier, but I fucking smashed through my KOTOR 2 Dark Side replay, and then I got stuck on the Darth Treya boss battle. If you guys go and check the shorts that I posted on my channel, I have like 2 shorts where I'm like talking about the boss battle with Darth Treya, and that bitch was handing my ass to me. And then it took me like 40, 43, 45 different tries to finally kick her ass and beat her. And then I don't have the fucking expansion mod or the restored content mod because I was playing it on console. So I just got the fucking lame ass cinematic like cutscene, and then for the ending, and it just really was a downer. It really was underwhelming. It really pissed me off. John said, "Nah, I'm a Sony pony." Okay, no harm done. I got a PlayStation 4 too. I don't have a PS5. Yeah, PlayStation 4 is one of the best consoles I ever played. Only got the Steam version of The Force Unleashed. Ah, no problem, mate. No problem at all. Stig said the Dark Forces and Bounty Hunter remasters are actually good, but the KOTOR remakes will be dumbed down train wrecks. The for the modern audience has been mentioned often already. Yep, that it has. That it has. Uh I saw the Bounty Hunter, like the polishing of the Bounty Hunter remake. It looks cool, or the remaster. It looks sick. But I definitely want to try out the Dark Forces remaster. It looks fine itself in like the original like quality version. I don't mind it. I love that retro look to it. But I wouldn't also mind checking out like a little bit of a polish on the old knob. The old PlayStation. Got you, brother. Stig said the restored content mod is really a must for KOTOR 2. No dead ends anymore. That water's great. Yeah, I know, man. Once I upgrade the computer setup that I have and get into that, then I'll actually be able to get the restored content mod, and I'll be able to enjoy it for sure. I want to check it out like that, definitely. There's historic missions, duels all the way up to the Emperor, Order 66 survival. Sick. Sick. John said, Keely, all right. Here's Bail Organa. Oh, he's all right also. Oh, that's great. Maybe John should play as Keely. John should do the impersonate the playthrough. No PS5, you Povo or something? No, no, dude. I'm just poor. uh I spend my money on other stuff in my real life instead of upgrading my consoles, bro. I just want to I don't know if I want to get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. I might get an Xbox Series X for like when GTA 6 if it ever comes out, but until that day, I'm thinking about just upgrading and getting a PC so I can have like my Steam library. I already have a Steam library on this computer that I stream off of, but I need to upgrade my hardware, and I want like a desktop, like a tower and stuff, and like a yeah. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Yeah, I'm just poor. Uh Double A said there is a fence rider among us that is optimistically cautious about the KOTOR 3 game or whatever it's called. You're supposed to be our side. For now, I'm keeping an eye on him, observing him. We will shape you, mold you. Very nice. Stig said the old Battlefront games were pretty good, but I hear those remasters are crap. But most of the complaints seem to be about multiplayer. Yeah, I've heard that. Heard that too. Povo, poverty. Thank you, Dark. I mostly just play retro games and Red Dead 2 on repeat. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is great. Me and Dark love that game. Don't we, Dark? Oh man, really appreciate you guys popping out tonight, man. Really nice to see you and chatting with you guys. Fuck, it's already 10:30 where I'm at. I might have to wrap it up because I gotta wake up early. I gotta go to work in the morning. I started a little bit later tonight, but no worries. But like I said, I just wanted you guys to mainly see that I wasn't dead. Wanted you guys to see if there was still a pulse going on over here. I had to do another stream for you guys and say what's up to all of you. But I think we can go ahead and wrap it up there. I appreciate all of you guys chatting with me. It's always a good time. It's always a pleasure. Uh, what did you say, motherfucker? Bro was saying Povo wrong. Say Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach. There. Happy? Am I saying that? Am I saying that wrong too, you asshole? Yas, yas. Hashtag you're not dead. I'm not. No. But I can't be sitting here coughing in your guys' ear for another hour, so we'll just go ahead and end it on a high note. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man. I really appreciate it. See you, mate. See you, bro. I really appreciate you guys hanging out here. Said Bondi wrong. Classic American moment. You know what? Fuck off, Nerd Art. Fuck off. I love you, but fuck off. But anyway, shout out to all of you guys in the chat, man. If you guys caught the replay, I appreciate you checking it out, making sure that there's still a pulse over here on the channel. Be looking out for the next live stream. I'm going to talk to the co-host, see if we can't get another unlimited tirade episode for you guys either this week or next week. We'll have a chat and we'll discuss it. But yeah, anyway, until next time, guys, may the force be with you all and go fuck yourself. Good night, everybody. Thanks again. Peace.